Now streaming 24/7 on Roku streaming app. Also Amazon Fire TV. Hit the search bar and type in Built for This Radio. Also subscribe and follow us on YouTube at Built for This Radio. Twitch TV, Built for This Network. Mixcloud, Built for This Network. Twitter at WeBFTN. Also, we got advertisement. If you need to promote your businesses, email us at bftnadvertise@gmail.com. We are Built for This Network, for the strong, not the weak. We are Built for This Network, for the strong, not the weak.
The zone, man.
Said I woke up feeling too handsome. I'm the man in the end zone. Like Shawty don't want me to dance with her. I take my pants on. Like she don't want me to get too close because she scarred. Cause her last nigga had broke her heart. It's not my fault. Yeah, I play my part like the last song. I walk on beats like damn son. She, what you find is please. She all on my dick, all on my dick. It's a little bit personal, yeah. And I hope you notice I've been working, oh yeah.
Chico going beast mode, automatic like a free throw, gon' stop me. Looking too good with them jeans on through the peephole, tryna beat it like Rocky. She was tryna apologize, told her it's okay in a way you could give away the top too sloppy. I be tryna be on your body, I'm tryna get naughty. When you come home, home.
Oh she, look at the plain Jane. She wanna stay, but I cut on my wrist. Used to cuddle the bitch. Yeah, look how I switch. Now I'm focused on me and I'm walking on beats. Now look what I did.
Was broke as fuck, I mean broke as fuck, it's no lie. The cold shit, I just roll up and get high. Yeah. How you tell I see blue, grass, and green skies? Told the niggas I was up next, now young popping up like I died.
Feeling too handsome. I'm the man in the end zone. Like Shawty don't want me to dance with her. I take my pants on. Like she don't want me to get too close because she scarred. Cause her last nigga had broke her heart. It's not my fault.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Network.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Network.
They say that
Yeah. I wonder why I'm not coming on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. It's the number one Chief Rocker Jersey Burn. Sorry for the little delay. I had to send one of my guests the link to get in tonight. We got two guests coming on tonight. And then after they get off, we're going to do our thing, man. But once again, this is the Jersey Connect show here on this Built for This Network station here in the Irma Rick studio. You got the number one Chief Rocker Jersey Burn as one of the hosts, where the rocker meets the crown holder. Right now, the crown holder probably on that crown right now. He'll be in here in a minute. Oh, yeah, he'll be in here in a minute, man. But, yeah, we got a power-packed show for you tonight. You know, it's not like it don't never be power, but tonight is power-packed. Once and again, let me see something. It was something I wanted to address. Maybe I'll wait till the crown holder to come in before I address that. It was something I heard today. Let me make sure I put it down so I don't forget, you know. I think that Minlac. I get Minlax sometimes. You know, that's a new word, Minlax. You know what I'm saying? No, I get that memory loss sometimes, you know, but it comes back to me, you know, right away. But all in all, you know, we gonna do our thing tonight. First and foremost, man, I'd like to introduce some of the people in the chat room, man. We got the Two-Step King. You know what I'm saying? He's the CEO, part owner of this organization. He goes by the name of DJ Mooka Dean, straight out of Jersey. What's up, Mook? Yeah, man. We got another celebrity in the house built for this network. You know what I'm saying? He just had a show on earlier with Sam Mitchell. He goes by the name of the Natty Dread. What up, Natty? Down here in the ATL.
What up, Natty? What's good?
Straight out of Shot Town. The one and only DJ Strapanor. We got the main man in here. He goes by the name of DJ Chuck. What the fuck? What the fuck, Chuck? I forgot about that. Yeah, 1 2 1 2. Check him. Another DJ out of Shot Town. The storm is coming. The storm. He goes by the name of DJ Tony Sanchez, the T-Man.
T-Man.
What up, T-Man? We also got another name for him. To walk at late night to get the sandwich, man. Next on the docket is my main man out of Duluth, Minnesota. That's right. Box extraordinaire. He know just about everything going on out here in life. He goes by the name of R.C. Campbell. What's up, R.C.?
Sizzle. What up, Sizzle?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. I want you to introduce this one, man, because I always fuck it up on what's the title. But you go ahead and
She's the
introduce
president of
That's right.
creative operations.
That's right. That's right. And what else she is? She's a
She's
poet,
a poet and she knows it.
She's a friend of mine. We got Miss
A
Poetic
friend of
Sins up
ours.
there. Yeah, ours. Yeah, that's right. Let me stop here. So
In the zone built for this network, poet.
Yeah, yeah,
Poet.
yeah.
Or
Poetic Sin is up in the house. What's going on, Pope? But that's all that's in there right now. And to all my background listeners back there, man, you know what? Somebody asked me how to get up in here, man. All you gotta do when you open the link, hit the chat. It's gonna ask you for two things: email address and a password that you gotta create. Once you do that, you can come on up in here and say, "Hey, it's that motherfucker for the longest. I'm here now." We gladly welcome you in. That's for sure.
T-Man, we appreciate you. We
T-Man?
appreciate you for sharing, my brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah. T-Man always.
Tell
He
a
always
friend
on
who
that
can
go,
tell a
man.
friend.
Yeah. Man, before when our guests come on, right? We're supposed to have two guests tonight. Before one come on, right? What I want to do is talk about a situation I heard today on the radio, right?
Okay.
And we'll be right with you, baby. Hold on. We'll be with you. Russell Wilson is taking care of Future, rapper Future's son, right?
Correct.
So I guess Sierra is getting tired of Future. Russ, ever since the boy was little, he was a little seed. I can't see. He was real little, right? When Russ started dating Sierra and they got married, right? So, I'm not gonna say Future don't take care of the boy because that ain't none of my motherfucking business. I'm not gonna say that Future is a deadbeat daddy because he don't communicate and get with the boy. I don't know that. But what everybody is up in, and it's always the black culture that's always got something negative to put people down on, right? They got people out there saying that she shouldn't have changed the name. But what she did the hyphen thing. She put, I don't know the boy name. So she put, say, Jalil.
His name Future.
Future, whatever Future last name, Wilson, right? So answer this. We're gonna continue this later, but answer this. Do you think there's a problem with that?
Yeah and no. Yeah and no. And I'm gonna tell you why. Like you said, we don't really know. So we can only always explain the word allegedly. We could allegedly assume that Future is not communicating with Sierra on getting their son and everything else. We could speculate that. But yeah, they don't tell us nothing. We don't know the nature of it. But if Future is in that boy's life, you know what I mean? I think you personally should leave. She did leave the man name in there technically. She just added on the Wilson part as opposed, like if she's married, whatever her last name. So, and psychologically, I don't think she. You gotta understand where kids' state of mind is today. They can ask questions on why I'm not a Wilson, or feel left out because all the other siblings' last names are Wilson. But you know what I mean? So it could be a mental thing too they doing. And Russ really loves that kid.
He's been in his life since he's been 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait. Before you say anything, I'd like you to introduce yourself to everybody. and then I'll tell everybody where I met you at and who you are.
Okay. Hi, my name is Celinda Wilson. I am the founder of Perfectly Imperfect Minds. I just established it this year, actually in June officially. I had to go through a whole lot of other things prior to getting it done. I had decided to become a mental health first aider to better help and assist with the youth in my school. I'm seeing it was a lot of mental health things going on, so I decided to be a part.
Okay, hold that thought. So Linda, this is my co-partner, co-owner, and CEO of this organization. He goes by the name of DJ Mad Knox, the crown holder. Now
Hi,
this is Linda. Yeah. But anyway, y'all know how I always talk about my rides in the car that I have. You know, the stank ones, the disrespectful ones, and people I conversate with, and I give them the link, or I give them, I have them to subscribe to this organization. Me and Celinda had a very, very good conversation today, and I wanted her to bring this to you because she's an educator, and she's gonna tell you everything once I stop talking and let her take the mic. All right, but go ahead, Celinda.
Okay, so like I said, I started Perfectly Imperfect Minds. I became a teacher last year. Prior to, I'm in the medical field. I was in medical field first. Didn't really see a whole lot because I work with older people, but working with the youth, I started to see where there was a lot of things going on as far as mental health goes. I work with middle school kids with 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I'm the healthcare science teacher. You'll be surprised of the things. I can't tell you everything that I've seen, but I think the most crazy thing that I had to deal with was I had a child to tell me that she wanted to commit suicide. And so when you deal with those kind of things, it just really wears on you. And another thing that I wanted to make sure, we talked about it actually earlier, Mr. Vernon. We talked about how, remember we talked about how they cut, how the you know what? I thought it was $1 million. Get this, it wasn't $1 million, it was $1 billion. So the U.S. Department of Education under the Trump administration canceled approximately $1 billion in federal funding for school mental health programs. Do y'all not understand what that means?
Well, that means a lot. That means a lot.
I have some work. I have some work to do, and I'm willing to put in the work, and I'm willing to do the work. But I have a lot of work to do. And they're saying the reason for the cut is it's really no real reason, actually. If you ask me, the reason that they try to give, and then of course you know who this affects more. We're not going to even pretend like we don't know who it affects.
Our community.
And that's the thing. Because I'm on this, I see this not only as a teacher, I'm also a mother. My daughter, she's 10. I don't play when it comes to mental health. She's been having a therapist since she's been 9. She'll be 11. I play 0 games, and then of course, if I feel like, okay, you know what, you're not yourself today, you need a mental health day, because people fail to realize that kids have feelings, and kids, they deal with a whole lot more than what we had to deal with. And so it's just good to just be, in tune with your child. And as a parent, a lot of these parents don't actually talk to their kids. You'll learn a whole lot more if you learn how to talk and connect. Now, if you're judging them, they're not going to come open up to you. You have to know how to relate to the kids. If you don't know how to relate and talk their language, you're not going to be able to reach them. So you have to be able to speak their language. With my students, I have like little things that I do. I have Freedom Friday. That's where on Fridays, we don't really do no work, but what we'll do, we're working, but we're not really doing no heavy work. I usually give them like vocabulary words, and I'm like, hey, with the vocabulary words that I gave y'all, we're gonna do a crossword puzzle just to get a brain break. In my class, I have what I call my mental health corner. And what that is, it's a chair for me and it's a chair for the student. And how that works is if you're having one of those days to where it's just not going well or something unhappened, you go sit in your chair. And then I come over there and be like, hey, okay, sir, I know you're not feeling it, but I'm gonna come over here, check on you in a minute. Let me go take care of your peers, and then I'm coming back to you. And then from that, I'd be like, hey, how you feeling? You ready to talk? Nope, you're not ready to talk yet. That's fine. I'll come back in a few minutes. But I do need you to come talk to me. We do need to have a conversation eventually. So you're able to join the rest of your classmates, but we gonna have a conversation of what's going on with you.
Right.
It's just amazing how we doing this. I have teachers coming knocking on my door. Can you talk to this student for me real quick? I'm not even the counselor. So, but it's just a blessing to be able to be of service. I'm looking forward to doing more things.
Right.
With this, I'm just starting out and and everything and trying to figure out where I want to start and how I want to start. But yeah, I think I want to start in Fulton County because I was told not to do anything in Clayton County, being that's the county that I live in.
Right.
I don't finish that, with me being a teacher. So I'm gonna stay in Fulton County because that's where I grew up, in Fulton County. So I'm gonna start at home.
Right. Not does she sound like she's from Atlanta?
No.
I was telling her that. Celinda, how old are you?
I'm 35.
35, man. Give her a hand clap on that one.
I gotta get the hand clap. Hold on. Yeah. Gotta get the applause button. I'm slipping. My bad.
I know. Yeah. But anyway, Celinda, question, right? You 35 years old. You was telling me you have several degrees, right?
Yeah, I have 2.
You're working on another one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a blessing right there, man. I told her, with what she know, her education and conversation, she's very intelligent, right? I told her she needs to get on this podcast platform and put it out there to educate people. Because I'm quite sure you got a lot of friends. You can tell your friends what you're doing and stuff like that. But we can work on that in the future if you're doing it. I'm just happy you came on because
I definitely want to come back on again. I definitely want to be back again.
Oh, yeah. I see you not shy. You definitely not shy. That's for real. I thought you was gonna be shy, but you definitely not shy.
You can't be when you're doing this kind of work. You can't be shy. You have to be able to talk to people.
Yeah. There's some questions in the chat for you. Want to do that now?
I have a question real quick for her.
Okay.
What because you said your age is 35, so what made you want to step in this field of mental health? Like, was it a family experience that you seen, or
I'm so glad you asked me that. So remember I told you like last year was my first year being a teacher. So what made me start to do this was at the top of the school year we lost a student. And at first I was hearing his name, but it didn't register to me that he was one of my students. And then I was like, when I found out, I was like, wait a minute. He's in my first period class. That's one of my babies. And from that very moment, to be honest with you, I was like, Lord, I'm not ready for this. I'm not mentally prepared for this. And then my class was tore up about it. He was a football player. And so they was really tore up about it. And so I was like, okay, so I got to get them through this and I have to get through this.
Right.
And so it became a huge thing in my class as far as, them being able to talk to me about it. Of course, we end up having people to come into our class and stuff. And I know this might sound weird, but I didn't want nobody else to talk to my kids. I wanted to be able to deal with that. And so then I was like, okay, well, then maybe I need to go ahead and, because like I said, I kept noticing mental problems with my kids. And so I want to be able to support them. And so then it became that. And then it became like, wait a minute. It's not just my babies I care about. I care about all our babies. So let's go ahead and figure out how to make this be a bigger thing and start an LLC or nonprofit for this.
Right. No, that's dope. My thing is, I wish the resources that is available now, we had it back when we was coming up in the 90s.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? Like all of this mental stuff it wasn't known for us coming up in the 80s, babies.
I'm
And you
depressed.
know what I mean? Right.
Depressed them damn dishes.
For real. Like if you look at all our veterans, a lot of them suffer from mental health because they don't have really nobody to talk to about what they experience or just sitting there just chatting with them. You know what I mean? So and then they come back home, America shitting on them. No, excuse my French, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They can't get a decent job. They can't do none of this. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, if we had these resources now back then, I think it would have been less veterans and everybody that's on mental health. I'm not saying it would be less, but it would definitely help. Put it like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring somebody else on that is starting to work with the schools, so he can also get involved with this conversation. This is Saint over here. That's
what up,
Saint?
What's good, bro? What's happening?
Yeah. But there was some questions in the chat that people and everybody said hello. Celinda, I'm gonna name the people we got in the chat. We got DJ Mukadeen, homeboy of mine, and Knox. Me and him grew up together. We both be turning 65 next month. He's a DJ. We also got Naughty Dreads. He's a producer for 2 shows on this network. We got DJ Chuck out of Chicago. We got Tony Williams, another DJ. We call him DJ Tony Sanchez, the T-Man. We have R.C. Cameron out of Duluth, Minnesota. You know, we have Poetic Sins. She's the president of the creative designs. All these labels you may see, she created. She's also a DJ, and she's gonna have a talk show coming up with women. Maybe I can hook you up with her when she start that show, being that you're probably the type of person she would like to have with her. You know, I'm not gonna push it on her. I'm just asking. She hear me now, so you know, I'm just putting it out there. We also have who else we have up in here? That's about it right now. That's about it right now in the chat.
We got Jungle Brother.
Jungle Brother, my bad. Yeah, Jungle Brother. He has his own network called damn, I didn't drew a blank. I think I need some help on that. Zulucast. Zulucast. Jungle Brother's a brother out of the Bronx, New York. They still in Charlotte now. You know, Poe said, she said, no real reason at all. Plus, they are cutting back funds for a lot of public health projects to help the community, especially the low income and minority population. She said it gets like that when the Republicans lead government. They cut valuable public and mental health projects. Let me see what they were. I think she meant detail, but it when I guaranteed undergrad and public health. You know, so all in all, what you're saying, you know, it's true. I mean, people know and people believe in. But see, we don't have enough people like you that could help people. Think what you do in the school. You just told me the other day that you're not a lot of black men are in school. You know what I'm saying? So elaborate on that. Why?
You said, okay, repeat your question one more time for me.
No, this was for Saint. He was saying a lot of black men are not in the school system. And I wanted him to tell us why he thinks that and what's the problem.
Well, like right now, the school district that I'm in, there are a lot of para educators that are not, you know, they're just not there. And you know, for me myself, because I got into this, I got into this late, but I got hired just like pretty much like that because there's a need of black men that are out there, trying to help to get, education further, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's just, such a shortage. And, just for the school that I'm in, I think there are maybe 6 or 7 paras, but only two of men and only one of me, and that's black. That's so it's
That's deep. We got Stacy up in the house. Stacy is a big time follower, Mad Knox sister. What's up, Stacy? Tony Williams said PTSD is real, and we all suffer from it at one time or another. Dealing with past traumas. Yeah. Let me see. I seen something. No. She said, this is really deep too. I consider getting counseling a strength. Absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. You're working on yourself. Yeah, definitely. Because I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been going through mental health doctor, and I think I told you that earlier. I was going through a mental health doctor with the VA. For one, to get my claim, and for two, I needed that because when we talk, I could bring out everything with her without her judging me. She'd give me some advice, And so my sessions was over, but what she said was once a month, I can either come and see her or still do the video. And I told her, yeah, keep me going for once a month because I'm gonna need it, because I told her it's times that I just get over angry at situations when I know I don't have to be like that. But it's exercise that she gave me and this doctor that I used to talk to. I also asked her, do I see a psychiatrist? So I have an appointment for that. I'm waiting for them to send me the appointment. They made it, but I'm waiting for them to send it to me. I'm gonna go tell the psychiatrist everything. We're gonna talk. He gonna get in my mind, I'm getting his mind at the same time.
Can I just say this? Can I just say this? I appreciate you actually doing the work, because of course with my generation, we're not afraid. We're going to our therapy, and I'm looking at my mom, she's actually doing it. And so for the older generation to actually be on board and getting it, I'm so glad to see it, because you have some people, of your generation, they be like, I don't need no therapist. God is my therapist, which is fine. But sometimes we have to, sit down and actually talk about things. Like where it's unbiased, just like you said. So I'm really proud of you for actually going to talk to someone.
Yeah.
It takes a lot.
Yeah. But shoot, now that I know you, if I can't talk to her because it's not my time, I'm gonna email you or text you.
You can.
Hey, I need some help. I need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? That's real, man. You got any questions for the young lady, Saint? I know you missed some of her conversation, but she's a very deep young lady.
Okay, well, I just wanted to first of all, I just wanted to ask a little bit about what it is that you do and what your function is. I see that the founder of Perfectly Unperfect Mind. So, what exactly is the concept of that?
First, I'm a teacher. I teach healthcare science in middle school. That would be 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And so what I do is it's mental health awareness. It's for the kids, it's for their parents, across the board. And what I do is I try to start the conversation of like, hey, what's going on with you? We're getting the conversation started. That's all I can do. And then I can pass them along. Well, you know what? I think you might need some more help. Let's try to find you a therapist, or let's try to find you someone that you can talk to.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, I'm a second year para in the Hartford School District, and it's an experience. It's an experience because I deal basically with behavioral students, and man, it's quite the challenge for for what it is, especially after coming out of retirement and all of that. So it was like, but it's a challenge. It's a great thing to help educate young people. That's one of the biggest things going on. And the student that I deal with, it's a pretty decent kid. I can't complain about it.
Tony Sanchez want to know, T-Man said to you, Saint, question for Saint, how do you stay motivated being the only black male?
You know, that's a hell of a question.
It
And
is.
but you know, it's just I really don't, because I really don't think about it in terms of just like, you know, I mean, of course I'm a black man, definitely that. You know, you see that all day, but I just look at it not necessarily as a job or just like as a position. I just look at it just, I basically focus on my student,
Mm,
because that's
see,
because it's a one-to-one type of thing. I focus on him. I try not to look at any other things that will distract me, because I mean there's a lot of things that goes on, and especially this is his first, no, this is actually, he's a freshman this year. So, and I started
Right,
working with him in eighth grade. So, you know, I try my best to focus on him instead of,
right.
you know, looking at the other things. Cause I mean, I work with a Puerto Rican kid too. So it's like, yeah.
that's deep. That's
Yeah.
deep, man. You got anything for Saint? No.
Yeah, Saint, and
Surrender.
it's just a panel. Um, when we talk about the behavioral and mental, because it's intertwined with both, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
We gotta, especially now, because autism is becoming a real big thing. It's
Yes.
becoming a pandemic. You feel what I'm saying? So the levels that y'all teach on, do y'all know how to navigate through the spectrum? And you know what I mean? What's
Mhm.
what?
Um, not necessarily, because I mean I have assisted, because my other half, she's also a para, and
Okay,
she has two. She
got
has two students that are autistic,
got
and one was not really talking, and she managed to get him
start
to start
talking.
talking, yeah,
Yeah.
and to communicate. And the young lady, um, she really didn't speak much, you know, either, but she just, you know, drove in home and did everything. She paid attention. She took her time with each of the students, and she works with two.
Right.
Okay, that's not an easy job to
No, damn
do.
sure ain't.
That's
Damn.
not a real. I mean,
Woo, man.
just the one I deal with behavioral, that's off the chain. But with
Right.
two, and the
Mm,
personalities, and sometimes you can crash out.
right.
You know, it man, it's crazy. But
Now
Yeah.
with me, with my kids, they give me all kinds of kids. You don't know what you're gonna get until like you
Yeah.
start. So I get everything. I get autism, I get ADHD, I get everything. So what I do is I try not to single them out, because when you
Right.
single them out, they other kids see it, but it's just
Right.
how you approach them and everything. And then of course, as a teacher, you can look on their work on as far as their
Mm-hmm.
student file, and you can see that this child has this problem. So the first thing you
Right.
should do as a teacher is be like, okay, I'm gonna have to approach this child a little differently. Because I do have one kid in particular, like he has a really bad, he has ADHD real bad, and he's bouncing. And so
mhm,
him, I have to do him like I do my daughter, because my daughter recently just got diagnosed with it. You have to create an outlet for them. You have to dance breaks, or hey, come here, let's do this real quick. Let's dance
Yeah.
real quick. You
yep,
have to give
Yeah.
them something, because if you're not giving them that, you know. And then of course, the biggest thing, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm saying this not as the teacher, and I'm saying it as a parent. It starts at home. It starts at home, because me as the teacher, I can only do so much. And
Right.
you believe it or not, you won't believe there's things that I would hear from parents. Well, aren't you the teacher? And you should know. And you're the parent. It's only so much that I can do.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And before we say anything else, I'd like to introduce some people that came in. It's a young lady in there that you probably know, Saint
Yep,
Chanel J. Wilson.
Yep, that's my co-host Sajante. What's up?
Okay.
What's going on?
We also got Great from South Central LA. Gudio Man, X-Squad affiliate is up in the house. Question is for the Queen, and that's you. How hard is it for you not to get emotional attached to your young people?
It's hard. Especially like I told you, I had a situation I had a student to tell me that she wanted to commit suicide. When that happened, I promise you I didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. Right. But at the same time, all I could do is pray, because after that happened, it came out of my hands.
Right.
All I had to do was, when she told me that, of course, immediately I'm supposed to go tell somebody. But then what I did was I said, no, we're going to stay right here at my desk. You're going to get yourself together. And at the end of the class, I'm going to walk you to the counselor, and then we'll go through all the stages we're going to have to go through. But it was really, really hard not to get emotionally attached to that situation. I was just glad that she came back. She was fine. It was a whole situation to where she had to be evaluated. They had to tell her parents to hide, like, to keep her away from weapons and all kinds of stuff. It was a whole thing. So it gets hard not to get attached to the kids and everything, because you do create relationship with your kids. Like I said about the student that passed last year with him, in that short little bit of time, I bonded with him because, like, you know how kids are going to be kids. And so he likes to throw paper balls in my class. And I'm like, and I just made a game out of it. I was like, throw one more paper ball in my class, and you're going to do, and if you miss, you're going to do 10 push-ups. So it became a little thing that me and him used to do.
Yeah, that was smart. Yeah.
And so it became like a little thing. And then to play football, I said, you missed again, I'm going to tell your coach. And it became like a little thing with me and my kids. And so losing him and everything, I took it personal, because I'm like, dang, like, he's so young, so young. And the way that he died and everything, it's hard not to get attached.
Yeah, Poetic Sense said, right, every child is different, special, and teachable. Just take the right teacher and team to support that. So in other words, she's saying that you are perfect for the kids, and she also said, she would love to have you on her family when she started. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Great, and I would love to.
Oh yeah, definitely. You don't get used to us. One thing about this organization called Built for This Network, we have love for each other. We keep in touch with each other. You know what I'm saying? We are growing, because we only started doing this on video for the last, it's almost a year now. But we've been existing for 6 years. I've been doing podcasts for 11 years. So all in all, we just try to stay together and try to put information out there for people. Usually, like tonight, if we don't have no guests, me and Crown holding head, we just kicking and cussing, laughing, joking, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, because that's what we do besides getting scared. Like if we got an interview, we usually have an interview for about a half hour. Like we got 2 people today, and being that y'all almost in the same type of situation, I brought y'all both on the same time so we can just knock it out at one time. But I'm thankful for both of y'all coming on tonight, because, hey man, we need this talk, man, because there's a lot of people in the chat, or probably not in the chat, that needs what y'all talking about.
And this goes for adults. I know we tapping on the kids a lot, but adults need as much attention. You know what I mean? As much as these kids out here. You know what I mean? Especially in our community. I can't speak for white community. I can speak for general people who's like mentally there. But our community, we grow up compressing so much from our childhood, from day-to-day work, from bills being piled up and everything else. And it's just like I tell everybody, even my friends, when they call me and be like, yo, let me holler at you. I say, do you need me to be an ear, or do you want my opinion? because it makes a difference. I could be an ear and let you vent out all day, but if you want my opinion on stuff, you got to be able to take my opinion on certain things. So you know what I mean, and not feel like I'm attacking you or judging you or anything else. So you know what I mean. It's a big difference.
Tony also said he's praying for you, Queen.
Thank
in other words,
I need all the prayers because the stuff I'm telling you, and it's crazy because you hear kids, and I'm not sure if y'all going to be familiar with the show when I say it, but I have kids that say they look up to Krishan Rock because she fights, and I'm like, that is not somebody that you need to be looking up to. Like, you like her because she fight, and that's the reason why you in trouble a lot of the time too. I decided last year, and I probably end up doing it again this year because I do, even though it's not in my scope, I make it be in my scope of teaching them about being able to understand their emotions and how to control your emotions. So, you won't believe. I do that so my students won't. So if one of my students get in trouble, I'll be like, wait a minute, this is one of mine. They know better.
Right. But like you said, it starts at home. It really starts at home because that child shouldn't even know who Krishan Rock is and what she do. How old is this chick? You feel what I'm saying? If you can, I'm not saying be overbearing and you know what I mean, clingy, but you have some sort of control of what your kids watch in the house.
I don't play with mine.
You feel what I'm saying? They got parental controls on a lot of these apps and stuff that you can control yourself. But see, with especially younger parents that just don't care, they give them their device, go on, leave me alone. You see what I'm saying? And then you wonder why the child grow up like probably 9 times out of 10 they just want attention because you're not showing them the proper love and affection to them. You know what I mean? You want to stop crying and stop doing this, and you yelling and you really mentally messing this child up, and you don't know who's doing that. Because
you don't know how to have a conversation with them, and like I said, you have to. And that's another thing. Me being, like I said, the parent side of me and the teacher side of me. If I'm upset, I'm not dealing with a child. If it's one of my students, I'd be like, go sit down. Now, my daughter, I could be a little different. Get out my face. That's my child. I can say that. And, you can't go around telling a student that. They go tell their mama that, and next thing you know, their mama up there at school. But you have to know when and how to deal with a child. You cannot be upset trying to deal with anybody.
Exactly.
That's just like Poe said. Adults need a village just like kids do. She also says adults have to be teachable also in today's time. She also said we need the people and true friends. Life is tough, but having great people around you means a lot. Also, social media can be toxic to you. We didn't have access like they do today to that. And Tony T. Man said, we have to teach them about the consequences of their actions that's on the parent. And my thing to that is the parent today is not teaching their kids the way I was taught coming up. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just taught on my schoolwork. I was taught on my hygiene, how to clean. I was washing dishes, taking my clothes in my mother. She separated, walking them in a basket down to the corner street laundromat, doing laundry. You know what I'm saying? As a young kid, that's why I tell my son, right? Even though they grown men now, y'all had it easy. Because if you grew up like I did in my time, you would be doing a lot of things. Right now, I'm teaching a son of mine who's going to be 38 how to do a lot of this stuff that I did when I was a kid. Because I don't want, like I tell you never know when I'm going to be gone. So you got to know a lot of things because you don't want no crooked ass, and I hate to say this, I'm not disrespecting our lady, you don't want no crooked ass woman using and abusing you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you get the right one, they know how to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
The thing is though, is that the generations, okay, like My parents were, I guess, what you would call the silent generation around maybe 1943, just before just before the boomers. And
Right.
it's like growing up in a different time, the values have changed. The grandmothers are no longer the same grandmothers that they were, you know,
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, the real Medeas, you know what I'm saying? And you still have to be able to teach. You should be able to push that forward, because even
Right.
with my kids, I did certain things like with them, like when it
Right.
came to violent video games, I
Mm-hmm.
chunked that. Um, when it came to saying yes sir, no sir, and all of that, I put that on them, because of not only because of where I was raised at, because I brought my kids up in the South, moving from California. So it was a whole different, a whole different environment in
Mm-hmm.
which they were raised. And then going back to California, it was a whole different type of scenery. So yeah, it just depends if you have to keep on teaching those
Right.
values, through those generations, yet it's going to be different because some of that stuff doesn't exist anymore, but
Mm-hmm.
you could still keep those same core values,
Mm-hmm.
and just what it is like, being able to, like, we know discipline is no longer in effect. So
Right.
you have to find a way to get at them. Like, you could take their greatest weapon, like the greatest weapon that a parent could take is the phone.
My
When you
child be
take
talking
their
to my
phone, it's a wrap. Okay. When you take their
Right.
phone,
Right.
it's a wrap. Because they
Mm-hmm.
just, they gotta know exactly what it is, or they're trying to do all these videos and all this other type of shit. It's just, that's just the way it is. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've raised well, not necessarily millennials, but Gen Z kids.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah, I knew exactly how to handle it. And my boys are all grown, 28, 27, and 31. So
Hmm. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, wow. I thought Knox was gonna, ask you some questions because your situation, you know what I'm saying, and
I
whatnot,
did. I
because
tapped into
oh yeah,
autism.
okay, okay.
I
My
did.
bad. It's so much going on.
It's a lot.
I'm
It's a
reading,
lot to
I'm
take in.
reading shit coming on my phone. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to, yeah. But all in all, hey, I love this because you got a lovely young lady down there that she can talk with some of the best people. But I'll be 65, she's 35. And when she was talking to me today, I was like, I need her on the show. I definitely, and I know what Celinda, I tell them every time stuff I go through in the car during the day, you know what I'm saying? And I tell them about some of the people I invite to the show. They just don't never show up. See, that's one thing about me. I'm not gonna chase you. I'm gonna invite you and I'm gonna let you know how you get on. But if you don't come, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But once you come and you see how it is in your life, you don't want to come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And I
I
thank you for
appreciate it.
inviting me.
Oh yeah, definitely that. Definitely.
Yeah.
I know Sting got a show at 9:30.
yeah,
So,
but I'm good. But I can push it out a little bit. This is important. My thing
okay.
is that when we
Uh,
we need to talk about things like this. We
right,
definitely need
right.
to talk about things like this, and being able to use this, social media, or actually using this platform of,
Hmm.
what is StreamYard, or
Right.
Facebook, or anything like that.
Anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I mean, we can always do music and do stuff like that,
Yeah.
but when it
Right,
comes
right.
to this type of environment or this type of subject, yeah, I'm all gonna be all in it, because we have to be
Oh,
able to
okay.
talk about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I just was trying to respect, what you do, bro.
Well,
You know what
hey,
I'm saying?
look, I listen. If it's all the same, it's like when, like I said, need to touch on topics like this. So yeah, I'm with it. I mean, I can still hook it up. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
Well, I got a question for you, Celinda. And I asked my co-host this last week, right? What, because I'm quite sure the kids talk about it. What is it with these black hoodies, skull caps, masks, or either the black bubble coats with the hood in the summertime? What's that?
You know, my students, I see that too a whole lot. And I ask them, you don't be hot. I ask my students that all the time. And I'm a teacher and I can't tell you the answer to that one. I don't know why they do that. Now, now at our school, we don't kind of try to get more control over it because with the hoodies and stuff, it's hot outside. We try to tell them no, absolutely not. It's not hot outside. I mean, it's hot outside. You don't need no skull cap, none of that stuff. Leave that stuff at home. It's not winter time. That's for the winter.
Right.
I don't know why.
And then wintertime,
but at the same time, it has a lot to do with rap music. It has a lot to do with the rap culture. You know, they think it's cool. And then, of course, I don't know if you've seen it's the mask. The one kind of the mask is called Pooh Shiesty mask. And that was named after one of the rappers. And so that's why they like to wear that one. But as far as the hoodies and stuff, that's just always kind of just been a thing. I don't know why.
And then throughout the day, they smell like a wet dog. So they ain't using no deodorant. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That part.
It's crazy though. I mean, that's definitely
crazy. But I think that's what's really. Don't get me wrong. When we was coming up, we was looking at our old timers like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? But we listened. That's the one thing we did do. We listened. We had them OG. You knew when your grandmama, grandfather, or that big homie or big sis from the corner sat you down and told you the business, and they wasn't playing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, they seen potential in you. No, what you doing? You don't follow them. You don't do that. You don't go do that. You know what I mean? Like you said, when you got that strap, that beating, it was the reason why they gave you a beating. Like your grandmama tell you, baby, I ain't want to hit you, but you cannot do what you just did. You know what I mean? So that's life lesson. That's what Saint is talking about. Like just stealing them life lessons in your kid. You know what I mean? Not saying you're not going and just communicate. See the level of communication. What I'm gonna tell you. DIFIS and CPS got all these parents scared. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? Listen, if I did something crazy, my mama used to tell me, go ahead and pick up the phone, call them. And I'm gonna turn their ass up until they get here. You know what I mean? And then I have them
you know what I mean? It was a time where teachers they can hit you with the ruler on your hand and call your parents and let them know you need to come in.
You was out of bounds.
Nowadays, I'm gonna tell y'all about this one particular time. It happened real recent. So my students, the way I have my class set up, my work I give them, I'm not gonna lie, I have to kind of dumb it down for them so that they're able to understand it because it's healthcare science. So I have to put it in a way that they can understand it. So I did kind of take things down a little bit so that they're able to understand it. Now I had one particular student. I don't assign homework. They just have classwork.
Right.
He wasn't turning in none of his work. And then, of course, they knew progress reports was coming out. And then I had 4 kids coming to me. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do that? And then him coming, telling me something. I need my work. I said, no, I'm not giving you anything because you already know you don't do your work.
Right.
He gonna go tell his mama that I yelled at him. And next thing you know, I'm getting emailed. And I'm like, you see his grade. You see his grade. You see he doesn't do nothing in my class.
Right.
But you worried about saying something.
It's still not your place to say what you said to that child. Even though the parent is trusting your child in the teacher's hands. That's their responsibility for them 4 or 5 hours that they there. So, and if you know your child is
hyperactive and has behavior issues and had all this stuff. I get it. Some parents are
Well, he's
protected. I
not
don't want
even.
no.
He wasn't even behavior. He just plain just
He
wanted to
just
put one
wanted
the
to be
cool kid.
right. And see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
communication lies within whatever. And like you said, it starts at home. He feel like he don't do what he, you know what I mean? If you don't got your parents telling you where your homework at, what you doing, this, that, and the third, what you got going on, he probably just come home, get right on the game, get right on his devices, and you know what I mean? And that's it.
Those are the ones I call when it comes to school and trying to better yourself in life. The elevator gets stuck between floors. But when it comes to coming home and playing them games, that elevator going up and down all day, all night. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I used to tell my son that. I said, your elevator ain't working today. What's up? Do I need to knock on it to see if it's going to work? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he got the message out the ground because I'll be playing. Because if I had to learn and I did the right things in life, you're going to do it too. Because anything, if you're in my household, you're going to be right. And that's real. That's the type of house I'm in. I wasn't the one that always beat on him, but I always had that thing up saying, I'm about to tear that ass up, so you better get right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing shit. My mother used to tear mine up.
When it need to be, yay. And see, and that's the thing. As a parent, your job is to teach a kid right and wrong and prepare them for the world. You feel what I'm saying? You prepare them. I tell my daughter now, she's a teenager. She think everything I say to her be harsh, but I've said, baby, you're a black woman in America. It's gonna be way worse for you. You're gonna have to fight 10 times harder than what I'm talking to you like, and stand on business. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just, you know what I mean, teaching them that toughness, to letting them know when you get out in that real world, you have to be prepared. I wish I could turn 20, 25 years back where I wasn't paying no bills, going out partying, you know what I mean? But no, I'm an adult. That's why I said you're only a kid and a teenage once. You're an adult for the rest of your life. You feel what I'm saying?
This is true.
You gotta enjoy it. For real.
And we got some more, we got some more celebrities came in. We have Miss Lisa Braxton. She's out in New Jersey, but she's down in the DMV. What's up, Lisa? We also have Jungle Brother. Must not been here when we announced him because he came in and said hi to everybody. So we got Jungle Brother, Bronx native, Charlotte Brown right now. Zulu Cast CEO is up in the house. What's going on, John? See, I do this, Celinda, because I like for people to be acknowledged because we are broadcast all over the world. And when people hear you got steady people coming to your channel and some of the things they speak on, that's the plus for them. And also it makes me feel good to be able to announce them and say things like what they be saying. You know what I'm saying? But we got times we get in their ass too. I do. I don't know. Crown holder do sometimes. Crown holder a little more lighter than me. I get down and right. Crown holder looking back there, he's shaking his head. He's gonna get that.
They say parents mess up when they start treating their children like they homies and homegirls. Yeah.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah. I'm glad she said that.
No, you can't treat them like you can't treat them like you're their friends. You can't. But at the same time, you still have to, it's the level to it. Not being their friends, but being able to relate to them. Like my daughter, she do things sometimes. I'd be like, no, girl, why would you do that? Try like to not make her feel like, oh my gosh. You have to be able to know how to talk and to relate to them. Friends, no, you're not their friend.
But you know where that comes from? The young grandmother hanging out with their mama. So they figured I can hang out with my mama and be her friend. That's where it comes from. I don't know when that generation started. Remember I told you earlier, I don't know when that but it's messed up. And we
Yeah,
need
I
you
to get
can't be
wasn't
that
I
a
out
child
of
wasn't
friend and
I
discipline them.
wasn't
You
my
know,
parents' friends until I started helping them with bills.
you never lied.
That's when I was my parents' friend. That's when it became come on in.
No, we're not friends, but you can come talk to me about whatever you need to talk
yeah,
about, and I'm gonna listen to
yeah,
you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, but at the same time, I allow her to express her feelings. But wait, don't do too much now.
right.
Being,
How you feel? Because I wasn't allowed
uh,
to do that, you know. And so I
Celinda,
allowed her to tell me her feelings, and it was crazy because we have well, I've been doing it since she's been able to talk. Since she's been,
right,
we have what we call mommy and me time.
right.
Mhm.
Mommy and me
But,
time is where before
uh,
bed, I need to probably start back doing that. If she can hear me right now, she's gonna be
mhm,
upset about this. But mommy and me time is her time before bed
mhm,
where we talk.
right.
If she blew my mind one time, she was probably like about 5 or 6. We was having mommy and me time, and my baby was like, "Mommy, sometimes I get frustrated with you," and I was like,
Mm,
"You're 6. You're 6. What do you know about being frustrated?" I'm thinking it. I didn't say it, and so then I
mhm,
was like, "Baby, why do you get frustrated?" She said, "Cause mommy, sometimes you yell at me, and when you yell at me, it hurts my feelings." And so then I was like,
mm,
"Okay, I get that." But do you not understand why I have to yell at you? I
mm,
have to go up in my voice when you don't listen to what mommy says. So if you
Mm.
do what mommy says, I don't have to raise my voice. So
mm,
I need you to listen to me so I don't have to raise my voice and you don't feel frustrated. So
right.
you see how having that simple little conversation can change things with your kids? By sitting there,
Yeah,
you're talking to them and you starting a conversation. It, like I said,
right.
it starts
Mhm,
at home. And then of course, if you don't get it at home, you're gonna have us as teachers, you have to get a teacher that actually cares, to
right.
actually put in the work.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. How do you, as a teacher, right,
Mhm.
mother with a child that needs special attention, how do you handle that 7 days a week?
So I have several situations to where kids have like issues, and
Mm-hmm.
so like I said, I like to talk to my kids and like my with the relationship I have with my kids.
Right,
I be like, it's time for y'all to go do your work, and I let them sit at
right.
their desk, and I look up, and then I have half the class at my desk, and I'm like, y'all not gonna sit at your desk and go do your work? I want to sit over here with you, and so they sit over there and they talk to me. And I had one
Right.
child to tell me he was a trouble kid. He was a troubled child, and he was like, I asked him, I said, do you feel like if you got therapy, that that'll help you?
Right.
He was like, yeah, I definitely feel like it will help me.
Right.
And so then I
Good.
said, okay, well, let me reach out to your mother and tell your mother that you saying that you would like to have therapy. So I reached out to his mom and I was like, hey, I'm reaching out to you. I'm his teacher, and he just mentioned, about him having therapy. I'm not sure if that's something that you're open to, but that is he come to my attention that he would like to have therapy. If you need help with anything, I can help you. I'm not sure who your insurance provider is, but I can help you look.
Mm-hmm.
If you need anything as far as help, I can help you with it.
Hmm.
Mm.
So, I was able to get him some help. You know,
Yeah.
he
That's
he's
what's up.
he's still a little, getting a little trouble, but it's nowhere near how it was last year. He's doing a whole lot better now.
Okay, I got a couple of chats I want to read. Tony Sanchez said, you can be a friend with your kid because the respect goes away. But you can't, he said you can't be a friend with your we got Miss Great Lissage, Purple Lissage. She's a part of this Go for This Network. She's a DJ out of Jersey. What's going on, Purple Lissage? I hope
What's
your
going
health is
on?
good. You know,
Yep.
prayers go out to
Praise.
you.
Praise.
Stacy said, you want to be open with your children and want the children to come to you about all and everything. She said, first and be the remodel,
No,
right?
be the first
Be the
role
first
model.
role model. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Tony said, we forgot that our kids are little people growing up. Questions and feeling too. Yeah, I mean, they little kids, but they also got to remember that we are grown people too.
Mhm.
Jungle Bell said, my mom had a depth conversation with me with her belt. She
All right.
had my
It's gonna
undivided
hurt me more than it
Oh
hurts
hell yeah!
you.
yeah, she
Shoes,
whipped that
belts,
ass.
or anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But oh shoot, man. I mean, this is good, man. I love it, man. That you got two individuals that working with the
And
children because
I'm
I
I'm
always
I'm
say,
with Saint. Not trying to cut you off, G.
go ahead,
I'm
brother.
with
Go ahead.
I'm with Saint. Like we do our regular shows and get caught up with life so much that we need
Right,
this at least once a month,
right,
twice a
right.
month, just to be like,
I'm
hey,
with
what y'all doing? Let's go on this platform and talk. You know what I mean? It just don't necessarily have to be
Right,
here. It could be, you know what I mean, everybody else platform and just talk mental health stuff.
right.
Just to get, you know what I mean? Because this is
Yeah,
probably therapeutic for somebody who's watching, who
Yeah.
right.
doesn't have
And
the
you know,
means to
Chris, I'm
go to
not sure if you all
therapy and
know.
stuff.
Sorry.
No,
It's
it's cool.
mental it's suicide prevention month. So
Mm,
this is also something that we can also touch on about that as well. Because you'll be
right.
surprised on how many people, done had things that going on as far as that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
real.
Post said we need group sessions like this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And you know, speaks about it a lot. On my Monday show is a little bit of everything. It's a recap entertainment, where I do news, sports, and entertainment, and I also get deep and talk about us as black people. We need to get the village that I grew up in. We need to bring that back. Because if we don't get that, our youth is going to be so far away from us and into a lot of shit that a lot of these people you just can't blame white people. You got to blame the people that got the power. The
That's
powerful people is the ones that's killing them and our kids. And if we don't get a hold of that and work as a unit and bring unity back, it's gonna be a problem. Like it
Mhm.
was a time I used to, my son was in the Boys and Girls Club. I used to
mm,
go pick him up. So I didn't want to sit in the car. I used to go inside just to look around. And sometimes I want to go in the gym and sit. When I went in the gym, there was a bunch of high school students just wilding out, bugging out. So I was like, man, this shit ain't even cool. And ain't nobody in here saying nothing. So I said, hey, with a deep voice like that.
mm,
And everybody turned around. I said, oh, but the guy was swinging his girl. I said, bro, you don't do that. That's a woman. To be up to be a woman pretty sure. And you swinging her around like she a ragged woman. I tell y'all what y'all do. Because they didn't know who I was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but everybody gonna sit in the bleachers. But we don't have no conversation. From that
mm.
day on, I did that for 5 months until they got a new administrator. That's why they was wild because the administrator that they had was in a disciplinary. So what I did was I didn't try to scold them or nothing like that. I told them about the life I came up in. I said, if you came up in the life I came up in, it's much harder than what y'all going to do today. Y'all got it easy, but you don't want it because you out here doing the wrong thing. You're not listening. I said, how many of y'all listen to what your mother told you to do today? I know nobody can't even raise their hand. And nobody got nothing to say. But I said, you know what? I wish I had each and every one of y'all, each and every day I can talk to you. And so the student said, that would be nice if you did. That
Mhm.
it just tore my heart apart.
Yeah, because
If you
all they
out this
want
house,
sometimes is someone to just talk to or listen
yeah,
to them, and then because they
yeah.
not getting it at home, and that's why I say having that
Hmm.
time with my child matters.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
you know.
Um,
I wanted
yeah, go
to
ahead.
I wanted to say something, and I know that many of us and all of us were
Hmm.
most of us were together during the what we call the quote unquote Spreaker years and so
Right,
forth, and we had that camaraderie. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And even though it's kind of falling apart, we need to kind of bring that back in there because we've gotten so much older. We've gotten, different, it's different personalities. We've gotten older, like back like I said, during the days when we were on Spreaker, we were young in this podcasting network. You know what I'm saying? And lots of experiences, lots of good things. I've been doing this almost 17, 18 years now. So I've been through the rigmarole and all that kind of stuff, and people talk about unity and all that other kind of stuff. But the thing about it is that at this day and age, being older, especially because I just turned 56. So we need to just finally sit down and be like, look, this is how it is, this is where it is, and this is where we're going. And we need to just have those kind of conversations. The greatest, shout out to that brother. He started off with those kind of conversations. We did one of those kind of conversations on a Saturday morning. I had a ball. You know what I'm saying? We should do that more often. Just have that, just all of the, not necessarily the network CEOs, or just bringing something together and have the discussion, because we come from different parts of the states. Black people operate different in California, and that operates different in Atlanta. It's a whole different political movement, a whole different structure. So we have to be able to have that kind of conversation.
True that.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that. Definitely, and it's not hard to do. Same. What you saying, now, how many times I spoke on this? Remember, I used to say, we always talking about what we need to do, but when we gonna do it? I mean, anybody can say what we need to do, but when are we gonna do it? When are we gonna get petitions and put it on people that need to be put on? Because if you start a petition and it's got 500 people when you post it, people gonna gather to that, especially if it got a good head saying, why is this petition going on? You know what I'm saying? That's where we start. Once we start doing that, we can continue talking about this, that, and making movements. Right now, we don't have nobody making movements. I asked the older guy that's in the politics that was driving. I said, who's our next leader? He said, I don't know right now. So I started talking about certain people, then he tried to protect them. I said, I understand you protect them because they are in the same type of party you're in. But see, until we get a black man, I said, I would be that black man if I knew I had protection. If I got protection, I got a lot to talk about, a lot to say. I would have to tone it down as far as me with my mouth, cussing and all that, which I can do, But at the same time, I need protection. If I get protection right now, I would be going after Trump. Just like on these shows, I'll be like, I don't give a damn if there's people listening to this show. If he want to talk to me, he know where I'm at. Call me up on YouTube and say, yo, Chief Rocket, come on and talk to me. I say, ain't no problem. Let's go. And as far as that Mr. President shit, I'm going to be like, yo, so what's up, Donald? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Donald? And that's how the conversation would be, man. Fuck him. But anyway, let me read what your sisters put out there. She said, yes, being strict on kids is not it, but being firm and solid and about the business as a parent is what we are as Black communities lost. And she right about that, She definitely, let me see. The word of God says, free and spoil
word for the child.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it was another word before that, but that's another thing. Like you were saying, saint. No, who's that? Yeah, saint. Take the phone from them. I know a lady right now that owns a daycare in North Carolina. You know what she's doing to her granddaughter? she's taking, because a granddaughter showed out one day, and the granddaughter 5 years old, she's taking away her phone privilege, TV, going out to eat, because she like to go to these different places to eat. She took all that away for a month until I see some progress. When I see progress, you get a little back 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But she said, I'm sick and tired of it. You know better. People influence you throughout the summer, because you wasn't like that before the summer came. And like her grandson from Jersey came up there, and I don't know why his mother's Muslim. He should have more respect than what he did. She had a hard time with him throughout the summer, and he was influencing the granddaughter that lives with her. You know, so she said, I just got to get her back to where she was, and this is how I got to do it. I'm gonna do it. You know, I said that's a good move, because if they got that TV and you took press and stuff, as long as they got that TV, they good, but they watching their shows. But once you take everything, and when they go to bed, they can't even look at nothing but the walls. Oh, they start straightening up. They be coming to you, because my son used to do it. They come to me like, Dad, what I gotta do? I said, what you gotta do? What did I take all that stuff away for what you was doing wrong? Think about that. Use that. Tell that elevator to start back working. And then once it start back working, you will know. And once that happens, then things will get better for you. And he started doing it. You know?
I turned the Wi-Fi off on my kids.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What?
That's definitely a good one.
What?
That's definitely a good one. The Wi-Fi. Yeah, you take
man.
that, man.
My daughter may be glad we live in an apartment, because if we didn't, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Ricky Smiley, but he used to take the door, the hinges off the door. He used to take the whole door off.
Yeah. Ricky
I'm
do
telling
something
my
like
daughter, you
that.
better be glad we live in an apartment, because if we didn't, girl, as soon as you mess up.
Yeah. So as soon as you mess up. And we got Pooh from Portland up in the house. Tiffany Pooh from Portland. What's going on, Tiff? Congratulations on beating me in the fantasy game this past weekend. You know, even though it was my first time ever playing, but you beat me. You beat me by 10 points. You know, I think I did good to be just a new. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to put that in there. But closing words for y'all too. I'm gonna let the lady go first, because you know, ladies always and we also got Fly Ty up in here. He's from the DMV, but he's originally from South Carolina. What's up, Fly Ty?
What up, Ty?
Yeah.
What up, Tiff?
So Linda, you know, closing words for you.
So closing words for me is just remember to advocate for the kids. If you see a child acting up, it's okay for you to be like, hey, don't do that.
Right.
You know, now don't take it too far. And then, you know, even still saying that, you have folks that want to cuss you out, but sometimes you just have to just, you know, do that. But I'm big on mental health with kids, because it's just so much going on with these kids.
Right.
Don't be scared to have a conversation. Don't be scared. Have the conversation. You could be saving a child's life.
Right.
Have the conversation.
Facts.
You don't want to have the conversation, send them my way. I'm gonna make sure y'all have my email.
You know what? The next hard-headed joke I see, I'm gonna say I got somebody for you to talk to. Who is that? Don't worry about who it is. Yeah, definitely. But what I'm about to do, I'm about to send you the link to this show right here, and so you can continue watching the show, and you can also subscribe to the show, so you every time we come on, you'll be able to come on with us and whatnot. But all in all, we appreciate you coming in, and I was very impressed with you earlier. You know, that's why I'm so happy you did come in today, because we had a great conversation. And when I have conversations with people, I don't never get tired throughout the day. I'll be motivated. You know what I'm saying? But when you left out the car, shoot, I was driving around there, you know, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we had a nice conversation.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, definitely. But it's all good. You got anything before she leaves now?
No. I hope to see and hear from you more. You know what I mean? As your journey continues on with this good fight that we doing, feel free to come on and share information, any new information you have.
Yeah.
Nothing is small in our community. You know what I mean? All the
Oh yeah.
information. That's another thing too. We just hold on to information. You know what I mean? And thinking, oh, was this? We got the information. Share the information. For real.
Yeah. Next time I
Right.
come, I'm gonna have I have resources, but I just don't have it to where I can put it in a file and put it in a chat. But next time I come, I have the resources. It's not just for kids; it will be for the adults too. Because, like I said, yes, I'm geared towards the youth, but I'm all in general about mental health, even for myself.
Yeah, and we would
Definitely.
love that because we got some adults that at times we need somebody to talk to, and after this show, some people may reach out to me and say, "Hey, I need to talk to that young lady." And long as
Yeah.
you free,
Fine.
if you got time, I'll send them to you. Right?
That's fine. I'm all for it. I'm about to get ready to go to bed now, but if you after I
Okay.
get off of here, I'm gonna check on my child, make sure she's in bed. And
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I have to be up at 5:45 in the morning.
Ooh,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Well,
Oh,
thank you. Thank
hey,
you
I'm
for
up like
coming
that
in.
every
Don't be a
morning.
stranger.
Yeah,
I
definitely
will.
not.
And thank you again.
Definitely
Thank
not.
you guys again for inviting me.
Uh-huh.
Everyone have a good night.
Right.
All
All
right.
right. Good night. I got to take it out of there. I got you, baby. Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, let me see.
I
Yeah.
got you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, Saint, what's your closing words, my brother?
Well, definitely, I want to thank you guys. You guys have been really pulling this off, with, every week, and especially, running on Twitch and then running on YouTube at the same time. Gentlemen, I have to say that, I commend you guys for keeping it, honest and keeping it a buck,
Right.
and
Right.
um,
Thank
on
you,
the
man.
Mondays, I still get tortured on Mondays when I listen to you or still watch, but because you talk all that shit about your Giants, but we
We
Bring the
doing
got
it.
you.
Raiders up. Yeah.
We holding on hope, brother. That's all we got is hope.
But yeah, you know, my whole thing is that not in terms of the education of it, um,
Mhm.
I'm trying to graduate at least because I plan on getting back out of you know out of out of it when I turn 60, and
Right.
hopefully my student, by the grace of God, will graduate,
Mhm.
because I mean he's kind of a knucklehead, but at the same time you have to sit down and process it and work at it, because our young men out there, especially our black men, our young
Right.
black men,
Mhm.
it's a danger zone right now. It's a
Right.
major danger zone,
Right.
and
Agree.
some of these young people do not give six fucks, period.
No,
Can I
no.
can I give you a little piece of advice? And I mean, it's up to you to use it or not. Like when old boy's been a knucklehead, use that
Yeah,
reverse psychology on him. You know what I'm saying? Whatever
yeah,
he's doing, you reverse it on him and see how he reacts to that.
yeah.
Because sometimes it takes you to do something that makes them scratch their head. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
do
if you
that
do,
every day.
okay, that's it. I just didn't know. I was,
Yeah. Oh no,
putting it out
no.
there.
This one,
Yeah.
see, like, let me just put it to you this way. Last
Mm-hmm.
year, shame on shame on me, shame on you. Next this year, shame on me. This time, I got both parents involved with their kids, so I do shit in real time. So if they're if he's in there fucking up at that moment,
Right.
oh yeah, and I'll do it. I'm a beast. I don't care, because you're not gonna sit up here and
Uh-huh.
disrespect the class, and then you're
That's
gonna lie up
smart.
here and sit on
I
your
like
mom.
that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
like that.
no.
Yeah, I like that, man.
FAFO. Fuck around,
Yeah,
find out.
right, right.
Right.
Yeah, that's a new four-letter word. I gotta
Right.
remember that one, Knox.
Yeah. Hey, that's what it is.
Fuck
FAFO.
around, find out. Yeah,
Mhm.
fuck around, find out.
That's
That's good.
Generation X's motto right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's
That's
definitely
it.
it, man. But say, hey man, say anytime, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to put something out there, talk about something, man, just let us know, man.
Man, hey, look, I'm with
You
it,
damn
man.
right, bro.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I definitely appreciate it. I just want to go ahead and send a shout out to my co-host on NVT,
Right.
Sajante.
DeJounte.
We out here. Yeah, we out here.
Definitely. Yeah, lovely lady too. From I seen the pictures. She's lovely lady.
Absolutely.
You know, I have to come over and check y'all out. Y'all coming on tonight. Come on and pop in.
Yeah, because I'm about to do my thing in about 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, we get ready to do this. But I definitely appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, my brother.
No problem at all, bro. You have a great night, and I'll check you in the show. I'll come to you for a minute, man.
All right, that's what's up.
All right,
all right,
y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Crown holder. Dang, that was a lot, baby. That was a lot.
A lot of information to take in, sir.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of information to take in. Pause.
Definitely, man. Definitely. See, and that's one thing about me, right? You know, motherfuckers say their chiefs tell stories, but shit, the stories chiefs tell be true. Because I can bring motherfuckers on it. If I wanted to bring the stick motherfuckers on it, I would do that. But why should I bring them bitches on it? Because I want to talk about them.
This really was needed though, because
that's why I brought it on, man.
No, for real, and real talk, I would love to have her on at least like once a month, for real, and in a sense, not replacing Dr. Jeremy, but just on another level of health.
You know what? If Dr. Jeremy is listening, you just lost your spot. Because you ain't ever want to claim it back anyway. You know what I'm saying? This coming from Chief Rock. I'm keeping it real.
Nah, but Dr. Jeremy was giving us the more physical aspect of it.
That's my boy.
It's good, you know what I mean, to have to talk about the mental aspect. Because like I said, a lot of us can't afford therapy. A lot of people out there, this is somebody out there listening right now is like, yo, if they do this at least once a month, this will help me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man.
So,
definitely. You know,
I really like you brought up the village. I really want to establish that safe place village. And like I said, it don't have to be here on StreamYard. It could be like Jungle put in the chat room. It could be a Zoom meeting. It could be Discord. It could be all these other apps where we just sitting there having a good talk. Joke around a little bit, but for the most part, just expressing our thoughts and our emotions what's up here. You know what I mean?
Definitely that, man. I'm down with it, man. I mean, anytime we're gonna make actions, I'm down with it, bro. We just gonna talk about it. You know, that's just like motherfucker said, let's go Mars. For what? You know, half the motherfuckers that want to Mars can't walk. You know what I'm saying?
And please, this is, I don't want this to just be an all men panel. I want women in there as well. You feel what I'm saying? Because women, y'all black women, y'all black queens, y'all go do as much as us from, you feel what I'm saying? Hold it down the household, going to work. You feel what I'm saying? Making sure the kids are fed, making sure, you know what I mean, dealing with our funky ass attitude, you know what I mean, and everything, making sure we good. So it's just, I want the women, and even you ain't got no family, just as an independent woman, you're a woman that's going out here in America, especially black. You're already facing obstacles. You're already down two from that. You're a woman, black woman, and I don't want to put three that you're an American, but yeah, your obstacles are very slim. You feel what I'm saying? because you gotta work in a room where you're not properly respected. You're just looked at for your physical, not your mental. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That.
you
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? So you gotta navigate a little bit different than how we navigate as men. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I would love for a couple of females to just come in and express how they really feel, man. You know, it's gonna be a no judgment free zone. No judgment zone.
Yeah, I got a message right today. My mother, oldest sister, they had her funeral today, and money that was donated to me to take that trip, which I couldn't take because of the plans, how they did this. You know what I'm saying? If they would have did it on a Thursday or Friday, it would have been good. But I got to make money. I got to survive and keep things going. That's one of the reasons. But what I did with the money was I had the flower shop in Jersey City make a big flower arrangement and had Built for This Network put on there. You know what I'm saying? Parkhead. You know what I'm saying? And I also got one for, you know, me and my son. You know what I'm saying? Donate one in our name too, right? And my cousin said they loved it. You know what I'm saying? It was like a lot of people wondering who's Built for This Network. And she told me that it's his, that's my cousin's brother, of course. Her mother thought I was her son too. It was his organization, podcast organization that sent that. Right. And I thank everybody, man, for being there, man. Just put prayers up for the family that
continue with
strong. Yeah.
And thoughts for you and the family, man, for real.
Yeah, definitely that, man. And we just want to continue moving on. So it's when one of our elders died and she was 90, it's time for us to take over and leave a legacy where we go. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get my youngest together. You know,
because I actually just reached out to Chiz kids.
That was
and
good.
was talking and was talking to them. You know, their dad's birthday, his first birthday, not being here. So I wanted to check up on them. And, you know, for the most part, they taking it, you know, they miss their dad, but you know, it's like you could tell they still trying to process it. Put it like that.
Right.
Because everything is a first for them. It's not gonna be, you know, first Thanksgiving, first Christmas, all of that stuff that, you know what I mean? This was his first birthday not being here since they was here. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like everything is a first for them. So yeah. But I'm just, you know, I told them, listen, me and y'all, you know, our community is always gonna be here. We just a text away. You know what I mean?
Hey, and one thing we need to do closing out, play his video, man, for the people before we end the show. Yeah, play his video.
That's our brother. That's our brother.
You know, that's one thing about it. Once in a while, when I start thinking about it, when I start a show, I'm gonna put it on because, hey, man, that was a good brother, man. I didn't even meet him physically. I met him here. I met him on Spreaker. You know what I'm saying? And he always was a cool ass cat, man. He always gave me love and respect. So I'm gonna continue doing that for him as he gone. That's definitely
that's him, man. That's him. Yeah. Chiz has been in the show and show mad love, bro. For real. You know what I mean?
I meant to ask you, man, what you doing? What you doing? Not to cut you off. I meant to ask you, man, what you doing behind the doors scene tonight? You know, little darkness and all that going. You know, I'm just trying to figure out, man. But you got some romance.
No, bro. No, bro.
You looking like Chuck a little bit.
I'm actually on my laptop today.
Oh, okay. You started to be like Chuck.
No, because I'm trying to see what you're talking about. Like, you know what I mean? I had to move the cover.
Oh, now you froze up.
No,
okay, there you go.
This is the door. I'm on my laptop today, so I got it an angle to where and they probably see me doing it because I'm talking with my hands and shit. Yeah, I mean, but for the most part, I'm on my laptop. If I'm squared up, pause with this, I'm usually on my phone 90% of the time. You know what I mean?
Okay. I got you, bro. I'm just fucking with you, man. That's all.
Yeah, you is, because you got me looking around like I'm in darkness and shit. You know what I mean? Like I got it romanced out this motherfucker.
Yeah, Barry White man shit. Hey man, we're gonna do a quick spoiler alert, man, before we get out. You know, it's up to you. Spoiler alert. We're gonna do a quick one.
Nah, I ain't gonna spoil you alert, man, because we was on such a high today.
Yeah. You do that. You can do that tomorrow. Yeah, you can do that tomorrow.
We could. You know what I mean? We had such a great show tomorrow. I'm, bruh. I'm gonna say the sports talk for tomorrow. I save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, we leave everything that we normally do for tomorrow because you know tomorrow. Do the lineup for us, man. You good at that? I like it.
Exactly. Yeah. But listen, man. In the meantime, between time, check out. Keep us locked. Keep us lit. Word to Chief. You know what I mean? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Download that Amazon Fire TV, that Roku streaming app. Follow us on that Twitch at Built for This Network. We on X at WeBFTN. We also on Kick at Built for This Network. You know what I mean? We climbing to this road to 300. We appreciate each and every one that's sitting there sharing the show, sharing the link out. Our background listeners, overseas listeners, that's keeping us, you know what I mean, in this thing. The great fuck off. You know what I mean? Putting it giants up, try to mess up my transition. But anyway, you know what I mean? At the end of the day,
you don't want me to start.
Yeah, no, he trying to fish. We gonna save it for the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't got no bait. I ain't got no bait today. I ain't got no bait. Listen to the CCC. Hey man, we love y'all, man. Over CCC. There in the UK. Yeah, the UK people, man. We love y'all, man. JE and Jonah. Hey man, we love y'all, man. You know, y'all like family to us, man. That's real. You know, so if y'all see this show, and man, we showing all our love we can give you.
Yeah, CCC. Shout out to that crew over there doing their thing. But man, tomorrow Wednesday, the lineup on Wednesday, Theory of the Culture. We gonna talk about this whole Atlanta snitching thing. They call it Atlanta rap. You know what I mean? That's been trending. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good.
So we gonna talk about that whole thing. Follow up with this network Fantasy Football with Truck D. Follow that the Call Your Play show with the number one Chief Rocker and Truck D. They gonna be going back on week one's picks, giving us the wins and the losses so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Stop, Stacy. You let the great just bring you on and then stop.
First of all, when you became a Cowboys fan, Stacy, I ain't seen no regalia or nothing from you since I was a kid. Stop it, bro. You know what I mean? You be jumping on a bandwagon out this motherfucker. You might not want to clear. Hey, Stacey, they ain't have a championship in 30 years. You might not want to clear that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would never take that.
For real.
I would never claim that one. The motherfuckers ain't seen Super Bowls and Super Bowls ain't them.
Right. They had to go replay their Netflix documentary to remember the times and shit.
Y'all remember back in the days when Jerry was team and they won a couple Super Bowls?
Right. But Thursday, who we got Thursday? House of Sins. Thursday with DJ Poetic Sins. Friday, we got the Two-Step King, DJ Mooka Ding, and Aunt B. Fabulous Fridays. Spin the Box Saturdays on Mixcloud. You know what I mean? Poe premiered a little joint. You know what I mean? I'm going to come and do like 2 hours of that feel good, go clean the house type music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
Scrub
been
the
the
ground.
days on
Scrub
Miss
the
Club.
ground.
Mook gonna send me a hell of a file, you know what I mean?
Woo!
And he got a file too. I know he got a crazy file.
Yeah. That's crazy as hell.
Sunday we got Abstract Lounge with Poetic Sins, World Truth Radio, Miss Cloud, DJ Luka Dean, Soulful Bounce on Twitch.
Yeah. And then at 5:30, DJ Mukadeen in the raid.
He in the raid this week?
Man, shit, I think that's every week. Man. You know, Mook, that's one thing about Mook. Mook gonna play. He don't give a fuck.
He gonna play.
Mook gonna be 80 years old back there bouncing. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, he getting his cardio in. He getting his cardio in. You know what I mean? And then hit the reset button with the number one Chief Rocker recap.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Monday mornings at 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. But all in all, man, we love y'all. And y'all just keep passing the word. See, that's one thing about it, man. Built for this network put out so much content between music and talk shows to the point everybody should be chilling and having a good time. Don't be behind the scene, get in the scene. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I don't go and hide behind nobody's scene. If I want to check out a show, I'm going in. Hey, what's up, man? Chief Rocker. I'm in the house tonight.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
That is a fact, bro. So you already know the vibes, man.
Oh, man, Deacon Bell, he's hurting right now. Oh.
You are now tuned in.
You're tuned in
to your number one radio station.
I like this part right here. Network. Yeah, that's what we are.
Shout out to Celinda. Shout out to Saint. We appreciate y'all for coming through. You know what I mean?
Battle Saturday night. Tony.
Tony T-Man and 2Q. Yes, the gumbo battle. Miss Cloud, the greatest. Make sure y'all check that out. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's gonna be a real good one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But Chief, man, love you, my brother.
Love you too.
You know what I mean?
You say, what is it that you want? You've got everything that a woman could ever need in life. I got a closet full of minks, chinchillas. I got a bureau full of diamonds I can change 4 times a day if I want to. You even trying to eat lobster and drink fish ain't. Now you know that ain't your groove. But you strictly a collard green and cornbread baby. Now you know if anybody knows, I know. But since you feel like that this evening, sit down and drink some champagne with me and let me rap to you.
Dealt a bad hand, a few hearts, a few spades. Ish tied up, yeah. Shoelace, time to turn a new page. You don't even know the flavor of the Kool-Aid. Keep it simple, no complications. My life opposite of everybody loves Raymond. Ish not a joke, Damon Wayans. So my attitude like fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket, wearing fresh kicks and it costs a lot of ducats. Eating bull dish up, yeah, chicken nuggets. McDouble, you in trouble about to bust your bubble. Life's a if but I wanna cuddle and make love to. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. Point blank period. You must be an idiot. How you living life when you not taking serious? Buffoonery really ain't cool to me. Life is graphic nature, a little bit of nudity. People get a little money, buy a lot of jewelry. But let's put this thing in perspective. I speak for the people, at least I got leverage. I'm a collard green cornbread eating baby. Roasted chicken, smothered with brown gravy. I'm chillin', ocean flow, I'm wavy. Why call it? I might spoil it, oat milk. Why sleep on the truth? The sheets not silk. I just lay back, think about
Them times when I used to rock a wave cap, low cut Air Forces, white like Ajax, boost mobile phones with the chirp, used to get hot, Star Trek, Captain Kirk. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right, even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right, even though I see things in black and white, yeah. P.S. I love this life, I love this life. On the road to greatness, I had to hitchhike, Chiz Roundtree. So smooth, I'm your lady type, but still doing God's work. Even though I missed a few Sundays at church, but life is about change. Yeah, old lady's purse, say what I wanna say, take things for this birth, it'll be a better day. Sip my liquor, then I pray. Sip my liquor, then I pray. So glorious, victorious, my mind traveling to times, DeLorean. Watching this shit play out, accordion, smoking bogeys by the bodega. Chicks kiss me on the cheek, I'm a king, Alpha Omega. I'm a real and speak my truth and say grace before I eat dinner. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right, even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right, even though I see things in black and white, yeah.
Now streaming 24/7 on Roku streaming app. Also Amazon Fire TV. Hit the search bar and type in Built for This Radio. Also subscribe and follow us on YouTube at Built for This Radio. Twitch TV, Built for This Network. Miss Cloud, Built for This Network. Twitter at WeBFTN. Also, we got advertisement. If you need to promote your businesses, email us at bftnadvertise@gmail.com. We are Built for This Network, for the strong, not the weak.